What's going on, guys? Wayzz HD here, bringing you another Advanced Warfare video. This is actually going to be my first ever episode of Tech Tuesday. So generally, majority of the time, Tech Tuesday is going to be me reviewing a product and general like opinions and facts about the product. Or like today's video, I'm going to be comparing a new product that had come out versus the older version of it. So I know a lot of you are thinking, okay, he's a gaming commentator, older product, new product, what's he talking about? Like, what's it going to be? And we're actually going to go ahead and, I know some of you probably know what it is, but we're actually going to talk about the Elgato Game Capture HD versus the Elgato Game Capture HD60. Now, so both products are made by Elgato. It says it in the name. The Elgato original one came out quite a while ago. It's a great product. I mean, there's nothing absolutely. Sorry, it was an absolutely amazing piece of equipment towards the best of its time in all reality. So the product, it does feature, it's like you record your gameplay with it. I know some of you don't know what that means, some of you do know what it means. For those of you who do know what it means, awesome, just stick with me for the next, like, 30 seconds or so. For the people who don't know what it is, the recording of your gameplay, it's literally, okay, like, you don't even have to be a YouTuber to have one, you just want to have it just because you could literally, so any game that you're playing, you can go back and record what you just played, or record while you're playing. And so if you're one of those trick shotter people, this is the product for you. Now, I'll have another video about the Elgato versus the Hauppauge, which will probably be out next week. So this one I have, but the Elgato is probably one of the best ones out there. Even the normal Elgato HD, which is what I have personally, that is probably the best one out there, right next to the Elgato HD60. Just because I'll go into it versus the Hauppauge later. So there's the Hauppauge, there's Blackmagic. Blackmagic is probably, it may be better than the Elgato in certain aspects, but I personally don't believe that it's better in most aspects than the Elgato. Blackmagic is like another $150 more though. The Elgato the HD PVR is like $120. Normal Elgato is $170, something like that. So anyway, let's go ahead and start with the prices. So the price for the Elgato, the original Elgato, which came out in, that's not right. It says 2014, like 9-2-2014. That's definitely not right because I got mine last year. Okay, so Best Buy is selling them for $150. Now, Best Buy is pretty similar to most people. So your Elgato is probably going to be ranging from, I'd say, $140 to, buy it off their website, used to be $180. That's when I got mine last year, was $180. The reason the prices probably dropped is because the HD60 came out. So the normal Elgato is $149 at this moment. Now if we go to the Elgato Game Capture HD60, it is normally $180. Right now, if you buy it through Best Buy before the holidays, it's actually $149. So it's the same price as the other Elgato. You save the $30, but it is just for the holidays. And so that's just that. So the normal Elgato is, I would barely a little bit more in length. It definitely is wider than the Elgato HD60. Just because, I don't know, that's just how it is. By the way, that first Momentum game was probably one of the fastest Momentum games I've ever played. So both Elgatos do come with a HDMI in and a HDMI out. Now, the positive with the Elgato HD60 is that it comes with a aux cord. Sorry, I'm yawning. Anyway, the aux cord, or I don't want to necessarily say aux cord, like the AUX cord. I believe it's either that. I'm pretty sure it's an AUX cord. And so you can plug this into your computer and listen to music. You can plug it in your phone and listen to music. You can plug it into your computer and record your commentary. Don't quote me on it, but I'm pretty sure you can record your commentary through your normal headset. The Elgato HD60 shoots up to 1080p. And now the big difference between the normal Elgato and the Elgato HD60 was that in the name itself, Elgato HD60 shoots in 60 frames per second. So is your gameplay going to be a little bit clearer? Yes. Does it necessarily matter? I personally don't think so. I can say that because I'm not a big YouTuber. I mean, a lot of the bigger YouTubers will probably say yes, that it makes a huge difference, and that's if they use it. A lot of people that I know use the AverMedia. I'll probably do that in another video. And so probably for these next few videos, look about comparisons of recording softwares. So anyway, the Elgato HD60 shoots at 60 frames per second at 1080p. The normal Elgato shoots at 30 frames per second at 1080p. Now, I know it totally sounds like a lot, like a huge difference. You're like, oh, that's 30 frames, like that's a lot. I kind of go AFK here for a minute, don't know what happened. Anyway, so 30 frames, it looks like a lot. It's really not. It's not that, in my opinion, that much big of a deal. If you've seen my Minecraft videos, you see plenty of times my frames per second drop from 60 to 30. Yes, they're just for split seconds, but it happens. And it's not like a huge difference. It's not like it's not like it's dropping from 1080p to 480p. There's nothing close to that, not at all. So there's that. The Elgato HD60 and the Elgato HD both support PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Xbox 360 gameplay. I'm pretty sure neither one of them support PS3 just because of laws and stuff. Both of them, you're able to support 1080p with 30 frames per second, 1080i, 720p, 30 frames per second, 576p, I didn't even know that was a thing, 576i, and 480p resolutions. Now the HD60 does also bump it up just a little bit more by giving you the 720p frames per second, or 720p with the 60 frames per second. And then they also do 1080p with 60 frames per second. And so those are huge. Now, I think we're going to go ahead and jump into the system requirements for the time that we have left. Both of them basically require the exact same thing. Windows 7 operating system minimum. Dual core processor, 2 GHz processing speed, 4 GB RAM, sound card. Basically, most of the stuff that I'm reading off is generally what's inside a standard computer. USB 2.0 port and internet connection to download the software. The software you can get off gamecapture.com/download. I'll put a link in the description. Same thing with, I will put links to both URLs that I have for the HD60 and the HD in the description below. Now, I am no professional. These are coming off me reading product features and personal experiences. I'm reading product features off Best Buy, but the personal experiences with the HD and using an HD60 for test runs at some point. So both are actually really great softwares. The only reason I have not personally bought an HD60 is because I have not personally sought the need to buy an HD60. Because an HD60, yes, I can get the 60 frames per second, but to me that's not a huge, it's not a huge problem to where I need to go get it, to where it's gonna make it. It's not, buying an HD60 is not gonna boost your video views, thousands of views, just because you went that extra 30 frames. Could you get some more? Yes. Could people tell the difference? Probably. But from myself, getting the HD60 is not going to, it's not as big, and it's not worth spending the $180 than having a normal Elgato that I have right now. It basically, if I were to buy the HD60, it would be not necessarily wasting money, but there would be no point to it just because they're almost the exact same thing, except the HD60 can go in 30 frames per second better. But that's gonna go and do it for me, guys. Make sure you like or tickle the subscribe button. You know, tickle the like button. That's what I meant to say. Poke the subscribe button. I know it sounds weird, but that's your mind, not mine. I'm Wayzz, and I'll see you guys later.